Hello, Cancer. This is hopefully going to be a quick reading for you. Fingers crossed. Um, yeah, let's just jump straight into it. If you do like the intuitive messages, though, watch out for the Tell Me Anything readings. Watch out if there's anything that's like a signifier for you. For example, I did a reading this week about a tennis ball, and the tennis ball was the signifier. So if you'd been playing with a tennis ball, or maybe a dog had come and drops a tennis ball right at your feet unexpectedly, then that would be an indicator. So watch out for the Tell Me Anything readings if you like the intuitive messages. And yeah, let's just jump into a card reading. So you've got two songs actually. You're a little bit special here, Cancer. The song that randomised for you as I was setting up the cards was The Safety Dance by Men Without Hats. Now, because I've got a little bit of a lewd mind, everything is like slightly rude to me. Men Without Hats can be a way of the spirits telling me to wear protection if you're having woohoo. And I also got an advert for a baby, so somebody could definitely have babies on the mind. Somebody could definitely be trying to get pregnant or be concerned about getting pregnant. So that's just a little side message maybe for somebody there. But the safety dance. So if you can't dance, then you're no friend of mine. So something about dancing, perhaps maybe going out dancing, once lockdown ends, maybe you're dancing right now and you're going, oh my goodness, that's me. And then funnily enough, I think there's another song, I think this song mentions dancing as well. It just pops into my head. I was sort of about to start your reading, just kind of setting up. And it's an old song. It wasn't on my playlist before now. And it just jumped into my head from nowhere, but it was Forever in Blue Jeans by Neil Diamond. I had to actually go and look it up. I didn't know who sang it. I got the title wrong. I couldn't remember half the lyrics, but it's money talks, but it don't sing and dance, and it don't walk. As long as I could have you here with me, I'd much rather be wearing blue jeans, babe. So it's like choosing a person over money, because money can't sing and dance and walk. Money's just an object, where a person is, much more fun. Something like this. So maybe a change in mindset around money, or maybe you are worried about losing your job, or maybe you're worried about taking a different career path, which means you'll have less money, something like this. You or another person around you, and the other person saying, look, it's not about the money for me, it's about being with you. So could be for somebody, but there's two songs there about dancing. So dancing, maybe you are a dancer, maybe you're a professional dancer. Let's see. So Cancer, please. Cancer for Thursday. Cancer for Thursday. Thank you. Changing the wind. I've actually did Capricorn's reading before yours. I don't know why I'm doing it in such a higgledy-piggledy way this week, but they also had that card in the underlying, so that's interesting. Companionship, animals. I don't know why Dr. Dolittle just popped into my head, but possibly finding a lot of comfort in the animals around you right now. Maybe you get on better with animals than people. Maybe you're an artist. She kind of looks like Frida Kahlo. Companionship and animals. Maybe you have a lot of animals, a lot of pets. I'm sort of noticing the foxes in her arms there, like these two little sleepy foxes. She's kind of like cradling them, and then this giraffe's bending down and sort of kissing them. So it could be something to do with the need to nurture, the need to protect things and love, but perhaps for some reason you're not able to have the children, because I was picking up on maybe somebody wants a baby right now, or you don't want to have children right now, so you're getting pets so that you can nurture the pets and get the comfort and love from the pets right now. But it may be different for different people. It may be no connection at all between babies and animals, but I am picking up on this need to nurture, this need to protect and nurture creatures of various kinds. Okay. Yeah, and just kind of like emotional support as well, like emotional support animals, not even like formally, but animals acting as companions. And do you know, sometimes it can even be easier to talk to animals about our problems than it can be to people, because animals don't judge, they don't really understand what you're saying as well. So it's like maybe you've confided or confessed something to an animal, but not to people yet. You know, maybe you've got something you want to do, you've told a pet but not people. Okay, Cancer, please, for Thursday. Thank you. Mending and flexible on the bottom there, to show you that one, flexible. Maybe you're doing yoga. So I may just jump straight to the book on this one, mending. So it talks about knowing what needs to be fixed, and knowing what needs to be released. Is it something that can be fixed, or is it something that's kind of had its time? So you may have children. Somebody may be mending a relationship with their children or with their parents, healing a rift in a relationship perhaps. Essential meanings: forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. So holding on to past resentments, past wrongs, past hurts, they just keep you chained to those moments. They don't serve you. So forgiveness isn't always about you having some sort of kindness to the other person or releasing the other person for their sake. It's for your sake, because to hold on to negative feelings just keeps you trapped in old patterns, old cycles, old pain that doesn't serve you. It just keeps you anchored to negative energy. So actually releasing, and forgiving yourself as well, allows you to move on in a more healthy way. If you're asking about a specific relationship, I'll read the relationship message as well. You've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you are to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. So it doesn't always necessarily mean that you have to, if you've fallen out with a person, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get back together with them and make things work if it's just not working. But it's just talking about, it's more talking about releasing than anything else, mending yourself through the ability to release old hurt, old pain. I got a little side message there as I was talking. I don't know if you noticed my brain sort of drift off for a second there. Somebody may have children with somebody. It may be like a partner who you have children with. I am definitely picking up on this thing about nurturing in children. Somebody may be a mother, but it may be like the other parent, right? So it's like you still have to be in contact with this other person, even though you're not necessarily together anymore. So it's like, what do you want that relationship to be? Do you want it to be that every time you see each other, you fight and bring up old resentments? Or do you want it to be, releasing each other, releasing the old pain, the old hurt, and just getting on with it, with your lives as adults, as mature people? That side message is not going to be for everybody. Right, okay. The heart of the matter, please, for Cancer. So I'm going to pull all your cards first, and then I'm going to pause and take a minute to kind of work out what's going on myself, and then I'll be back to explain it to you, just to save time. But I do want to pull the cards on camera so you can see. So Cancer, please, what's the heart of the matter this week for Cancer? The heart of the matter, please, this week for Cancer. The heart of the matter, please, this week for Cancer. That's too many cards. Okay, I'm going to show you whatever's on the bottom. Ace of Cups. So new love. Do you know what? Story time. New love. The new love, that need to that's your energy, by the way. The need to nurture, the need to give love. So expressing love to a new person. Ace of Air, speaking your truth. Somebody else speaking their truth. Communication coming towards you. The Empress being in very, very high vibrational energy. She's all 4 Queens of the Tarot. Now you've got the Devil card, so it could be some kind of addictive cycle, some negative pattern that you're stuck in. The Moon card, there could be secrets here, but the truth will be revealed, especially with the Ace of Swords there, and Fortune's Wheel. A change of look. Okay, you've got a little side story going on here. So somebody who has a huge amount of love or emotion for a situation, wanting to express it, wanting to move forward. There's somebody else coming towards you who is going to speak some sort of truth, and it's going to give you clarity. There is some kind of obsession or addiction here, something that somebody is tied to, trapped in. It could be something to do with secretive behavior, or somebody's using a huge amount of intuition here with the Moon card. It's again your kind of energy, a huge amount of intuition and this watery energy in order to navigate a situation that's unclear. But there is a problem here with this Temptation card. The Sun is clarity and freedom, which comes in with this news that's coming in, and you're going to come out of this looking really, really good, really strong with that Fortune's Wheel. It's like your luck is changing in this situation. So positive message there. It could just be a side message for somebody. You've got a lot of watery energy, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm seeing it as your energy today. Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Libra. I don't know if that's relevant to anybody. It doesn't have to be those signs, but I know some people like to hear them. Okay, just to show you what I'm doing here, so you know that I'm not doing any tricks, I'm going to put everything in all separately, like this, so those cards are not together anymore. And there you go. So, can I get the heart of the matter? Can I get one card, please? You have to be difficult, don't you, Cancer? Look at that. All right, do you know what? I'm not doing this. I'll take one card for the centre, and if you give me any more, I'll take it as the surrounding card. So I want one card for the centre and 4 cards for the surround, and I won't take any more than that. Thank you. Maybe somebody needs to put the foot down with somebody. Maybe someone needs to lay out the rules because somebody's taking advantage, doing what they want to do in a situation rather than going by the rules. 6 of Air, moving on. So I need 4 more cards, please, for Cancer, around the heart of the matter. 4 more cards, please, for Cancer. 4 more cards for Cancer. Yeah, somebody may have to lay down the rules or set some boundaries here in this situation, especially if there's children involved, and you're dealing with like the other parent. It could be like when you arrange, like, right, you pick them up at 5 p.m. on Friday, and I'll drop them off at 9 o'clock on Sunday, and then that person doesn't show up until Saturday morning, or they drop them off too early, or they ring and say, oh, I'm going to keep them for another day. It's like, well, that's not what we agreed. So I'm getting that kind of energy for somebody. Too many again. Okay. You with your extra card. Love there on the underline. It gives me strength card energy. Love in strength, loving companionship, loving relationships. Again, she's got an animal there. This talks about choosing love as well, prioritizing love, prioritizing emotions in the heart space. Okay, so this deck I'm using for energy outside of you that's affecting your reading. So an energy outside of Cancer that's affecting Cancer's reading. This is all your energy so far. So between the Page of Fire and the Sun, can I get a card for Cancer, please? Angel Delannoy. Can I get a card, please, between the Sun and the Two of Cups? Thank you. Can I get a card, please, between the Five of Water and the Ace of Fire for Cancer? It's outside of Cancer. Can I get a card, please, between the Ace of Fire and the Page of Fire? Thank you. Queen of Cups there. So that's not your energy. It wasn't you coming forward with love. It was somebody else. I mean, you may have a lot of love as well, but you may be the person coming in with the truth and the clarity when the other person has a huge amount of love to give in a situation, but there's some kind of secretive energy there. Can I get a clarifier on this Queen of Cups for Cancer? Two of Cups. Okay, what's on the underlying there? Queen of Pentacles. So I am actually seeing that. I was kind of picking up on Queen of Pentacles energy from this card here with companionship and animals. This again can mean, so your energy it be. So this is somebody who's like a wife, a long-term partner, a mother. I'm getting teacher. But she always seems to me to be blocking this gate, like blocking the entry with this key. It's like she's laying down the rules. So again, there's this thing about maybe you need to lay down the rules here. Especially if you're dealing with like, you know, another parent of your children, but that you're not together with them. I don't know why that's such a specific storyline that's coming through here today. But it's like, no, I decide when you pick them up. I decide when you see them is the energy that's coming off of today. And there's that King of Wands. So that's like the other person's energy. Okay. Right, so I'm going to pause. And I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so I have got a couple of variations. It's going to be ever so slightly different for all of you. So take the bit that resonates and leave the bit that doesn't, because there's a couple of ways I can read this here. So this Six of Air symbolises you moving on. This is you releasing the burdens of the past, dropping the heavy weights in order for you to be able to fly forward, to lift and to grow and to explore. There's a very explorative energy. I do feel like for a number of you, you're leaving an old relationship behind. Excuse me, so sorry. It could be old friendships, it could be a number of things, right? But it's things that don't work for you anymore. You're done with it. You're not looking back. You're releasing, dropping the weights, going off on a new adventure, moving forwards. So and this is freedom of thought as well. Air represents swords, so it's like you're not wasting any more time worrying about this. You're not wasting any more time analyzing what happened. It's like you're done, you're moving forward. Now, I've never noticed this before, but if you look really closely, can you see there's a little Union flag there? It's actually a Union Jack because it's on a ship. And the St. George's Cross up there. So I don't know if somebody's off to the UK or England, or somebody is from the UK or England. I just never noticed that before, and I spotted it today. Sirens there, sorry about that in the background. So then you're off, and it comes with this sense of both fear and excitement, right? Because you're off to new territory, you're off exploring things. So it's like, what does the world hold for me? So you're going into it with this almost like childlike energy. It's very kind of very like sweet, naive, experimental. The pages are kind of like the students of the tarot. They're learning, they're exploring. So fire is also about like passion. So what are you passionate about? Who are you as a person? What speaks to your core? What excites you? What are you interested in? Because now that you've dropped the burdens and you're moving forward, there's all this new possibility, right? But you can see that she's in a very, very dark landscape. There's a big moon there, but the landscape around her is very dark. But it's like she's firing off all these little like light butterflies that are kind of going off and illuminating the space around her. So it's like this place is really, really dark, but as you explore, you find new things of value. Things are illuminated for you. It's these lights in the darkness, which is so interesting, because this is followed by the Angel de la Nuit and the sun. Like, I couldn't have set this up any better. You saw the cards come out, right? So let me just read the Angel de la Nuit to you. She's specific to this tarot deck. She's kind of a one-off unique card in this deck, but it's such a beautiful concept, because the artist who created this deck, let me just check, Alexandra V. Back, she wanted to explore kind of our shadow side, the dark side, and it's all about finding the beauty in the darkness, this tarot deck, the Tarot de la Nuit. So it's seeing, it's almost like seeing pain or difficult circumstances as something that is beautiful to explore, because it helps us grow as people, right? So it's embracing the darker elements of our nature in a healthy way. So I am the angel of night. If you've picked me up, then my message to you is that your inner night is soon coming to an end. You may have walked in darkness for some time, but soon, very soon, a new full moon will rise and show you the way. Now, just to kind of show you again, this card, like this is two different decks. You saw how these came out, and they came out together. Look at that new full moon there. So it's like that new full moon rising, and then like these little butterflies of light flying out. And look, she has literally this little butterfly on the card. So it says, I can't believe it. My phosphorescent butterflies are here to guide you. Believe in luck, believe in me, believe in you. My black soft wings are protecting you from now on. Into your ear, I whisper my lullaby. Have no fear, honey. Everything is going to be fine. The night is nothing to be afraid of anymore. And the warm sun that you hold within is ready to shine. Again, you can't make it up. Full moon into the sun. And did you see those cards that came out before? You had the moon into the sun. So it's unbelievable. So you are being very brave, walking away from something that doesn't serve you anymore, or mentally, even if you don't physically move, mentally you are leaving the past in the past, dropping all the burdens, forgiving possibly, letting go, and moving forward in a very childlike, explorative way, where the darkness around you is getting illuminated by almost like these inner light butterflies, right? But you're guided by this energy outside of you. So the angel of the night, you could see this as spirit guides. You could see this as your own shadow side, your subconscious. You could see this as any kind of protective spirit, protective energy that's kind of guiding you through this phase of you going into the unknown. So this sun, we've already been told by this card, represents your inner light. So this is you, as you release the past, as you shed things that don't serve you anymore, you're finding your inner confidence. You're finding with this page of fire and this exploration of what makes you excited and passionate, you're finding your inner truth, your soul, your authenticity, which as you embrace your own inner light, you become more and more confident in your day-to-day life, because you know who you are, right? So it's beautiful. It symbolizes loyalty. It's the happiest card in the deck. It symbols clarity, illumination, confidence, expressiveness, expansiveness, the freedom, right? It's like suddenly the moon comes up and it's really bright, and you can suddenly see the entire landscape, and it's like, I have all this opportunity in front of me. I have so much exploration to do, and I'm really excited for it. So it's actually coming through as a really beautiful story so far. Now, this Three of Cups represents your soul tribe, your soul family, people who you feel drawn to but you don't know why, people who you feel like you've known your whole life. Maybe you have known some of them your whole life, and I think together you make a bit of a quirky bunch, but you accept each other for who you are. You accept each other's for the good and the bad. There's no hanging on to past resentments with these people. So this is people around you, a community of co-workers, friendship, family, people who you just feel like you can be yourself with and have a really good time with. They're telling me, let them eat cake, which is what was her name? Catherine? Was it Catherine the Grey? Was it? No, that was... I can't remember her name. It may have been Catherine the Great, but she was the French queen, right? The problem with that quote is that she was saying let them eat cake because she didn't understand that her people were starving. And when someone said to her, they're running out of food, they're running out of bread, she was like, well, let them eat cake. Like, oh yeah, they don't have bread, but they've got cake. So I don't believe she ever actually said that. So there may be something to that little side story there. I don't know. someone around you who doesn't quite understand what others are going through, possibly. I'm not sure about that one, so take that as it resonates. For most of you, though, it'll be like you going out, exploring, meeting new people, right, getting together with friends. And then within that friendship group, there's somebody who's like a perfect match for you. Now, I don't know if this is a love interest. I am going to read it as a love interest, but just bear in mind, it could be like a really good friend, somebody who's like, you know, you just click with, somebody who's like really like, it's like the universe brought you to this person for a reason. So the 5 of water and the 2 of water like this. Here you are releasing, dropping all those burdens still. Can you see that these pearls are kind of, she's not even looking at them. She doesn't care. She's off looking towards a bright future. While this cheeky little seahorse is kind of pulling this thread and letting these pearls loose. So this is you letting go of material things. And also the kind of burdens that weighed you down from the past. Again, really interesting. I mean, it is, I was using the same deck, but Capricorn's reading had this treasure chest full of pearls at one point. So I don't know if you are connecting with a Cappy. I can't really remember what happened very much in their story. It's your polar opposite sign though, so that might be why. But yeah, so completely not bothered about the past, not even looking back at the past. So the interesting thing about that is, and I've lost the card, which is really clever of me. I've lost the card that I wanted to show you. Let me just put another one in its place. So this is the typical image of the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Water is the 5 of Cups card. So normally on this card, this person's kind of crying over spilt milk, you know, still kind of moping over what happened in the past, but they're ignoring these 2 cups behind them. Now, the 2 cups that are still standing symbolize this card, the 2 of Cups, which is like a perfect, like a soulmate connection, somebody who's absolutely on your level, who you have a really good time with, somebody who's like, you know, your best friend, your soulmate, the love of your life, or it could just be like a co-worker, but you just get on like perfectly together. Sometimes the 2 of Cups can be a little bit chalk and cheese, you know, like you would never expect this union to work, but it does, because your souls are connected, right? You know, you just know each other. It's that feeling of like, I just understand you, I get you, I don't even have to speak, I know what you're thinking instinctively, that kind of relationship. So the brilliant thing about these 2 cards together, this 5 of Water, she's not even bothered about the past, she's looking kind of directly at this new relationship. So you've seen at this point in the reading, so again, you could be anywhere along this kind of timeline, completely shedding the past, completely letting go, not wasting your energy crying over spilt milk anymore, and you're focusing on the positive, you're focusing on this potential with the Sun card. You know, I was saying about the whole landscape suddenly opening up and you being like, I can go anywhere, I can do anything. And then within that, you're like looking at the potential of, oh my goodness, I can find my true soulmate, I can find this person who's this perfect match for me within some kind of soul tribe, right? So then we're going to the next energy outside of you. Now I'm seeing this as possibly if you have left a relationship, a workplace, you've left someone behind, but I feel like you still have to possibly see this person or collaborate with this person in some way. This person, I think, is like, I'm seeing this as the person you've released. It could be the person you're moving towards, but I feel this is the person you've released. You know, maybe still in the house. You can see all these emotions are pouring into the room from the outside. So this person's kind of trapped, I always see on this card. They're trapped indoors. They can't go out, and look at that big moon there again as well. So it's like you've gone, you've left this situation. You've gone into that dark forest outside that window there, right? You're outside where that moon is. You're up here. You've gone, you've left, right? Like, look, you're outside, you're through the window. And so this person was still inside. They were in the house and possibly like sulking or, you know, clinging on to money. You know, if it is kind of like a divorce or a separation, it's like this person doesn't want to give you a payout. They want to hold on to the money, something like this. But But with it being in the reverse, this is actually a really positive sign, because I see this as them letting go as well. It's like, as you let go, they let go. As you release, they release. So it could be that you were in some kind of a checkmate situation where both of you were refusing to budge, but you got fed up and you were like, right, do you know what? You take whatever you want. I don't even care anymore. I'm out of here. I'm just cutting the tie and leaving. And then this person's like, oh, they're not trying to just get everything out of me. Oh, okay, I'm going to be less guarded as well. Could be something like that going on. But I'm going to read that card, so you can work out who this is. But again, this is an energy outside of you. This is not your energy. So here we go. 4 of Pentacles. So again, I don't know if it is. I had this reading for Capricorn. It wasn't this week's reading. It was like either last week or the week before, where it was like everybody was in the castle. Like, and this, do you know what? That's my Capricorn card as well. Like, they're guarding the gate, right? They're inside their house. They're guarding the gate. They're not letting you in. You're outside just exploring and having the time of your life. But I did have this exact energy for Capricorn the other week, where it was like everybody had had a big fallout. The tower moment had hit. There'd been all this fighting. Everybody had gone off to their own kingdoms, and they were all kind of sulking a little bit, was the energy of it. And Capricorn was having a really big sulk. And he said there was a Cancer energy in it who'd kind of like retreated into their own place, into their own castle. And your castle was kind of all spiky, you know, because you've got that crab energy of like going into your shell and putting the defences up. So you'd gone in, you were like, you didn't want to talk to anyone, didn't want to hear anything. You were like not even home, you know, like you'd let the phone ring, you wouldn't answer. You'd be like, I'm not in, I'm not talking. Yeah, and Capricorn being like super stubborn. So I feel like if that was your situation, then I feel like things are starting to move now. Things are starting to get a little bit better. But yeah, it's funny because like the description of this card is very much reminding me of that reading. And I've lost the page. Clever me. Clever me. So the 4 of Pentacles. Alone in my castle. Being rich has always been my dream, and rich I am. Very. I possess an empire. Money, palaces, dresses, lands, they're all mine. Have they brought me happiness? In a way, but not fully. I've ended up living in a castle, but it's a lonely castle. If I've let you in, that means... So this, maybe you've been let into the castle now, with it being reversed. Maybe that person's unlocked the gate, right? And so it says, if I've let you in, that means you, like me, have accomplished great things, that you have built financial stability, and I congratulate you for that. But, my dear, remember this. Live with money, not for money. Your value is not proportional to what you own. Prosperity is, of course, a good thing as long as it does not become an obsession or a prison. And it's so funny because you have that devil card as well. So, I mean, this could be... It's not your energy. No, it's somebody outside you. I've been specific about that. But it's funny that you got that blue jeans babe. Money talks, but it don't sing, don't dance, and it don't walk. I'd rather have you here with me. So it could be for some of you, this is the person you've left, or it could be this is the person you're moving towards, because they're in this energy of like, yes, I've accomplished a lot. Yes, it's like they've got the keys to the castle. And I feel like with this being in reverse, it's like they're ready to let you in. You're showing with all the fire energy. You've got 3 fire cards. And then, so I guess this is you like coming out of your castle and going into their castle, maybe something like that. 4 of Wands, that's, I guess, representing the castle. Maybe it's making an offer, come and live with me. You've got that love there. So then there's this Ace of Fire. So this represents, you've gone out and you've discovered things, you've discovered the potential. And then this is you saying, right, okay, this is the thing. This is what I'm going to put all my energy into. This is the new start. This is you being really, really enthusiastic and really seeing the potential in a new situation. So there could be a lot of passion here. If this is a romantic relationship, it's like, could feel really fiery, very creative. There's a lot of opportunity here. It's exciting, it's new, it's exciting, it's explorative, right? So really cool energy for you to be in there. Your cards look amazing. Like the only challenging card here for me is this 5 of Water, but she's looking straight at the 2 of Cups. She's not even caring about the past. You're moving on from the past. it looks really good. It looks really good. It looks like you've come out of something, right? It looks like you're coming out of a difficult period and moving towards the sun, which is like the boat is moving towards the sun, which is extreme happiness. Like freedom, happiness, loyalty in relationships. So then you've got this energy outside of you. Now, for some of you, this is the Two of Cups that you're moving towards. For others of you, which again, this Queen of Cups, with, you know, it showed with the Ace of Cups. So this person perhaps telling you what they feel about you. For others of you, this is the other person who you've released, and you're both able to go towards your Two of Cups. But for some reason, this person who's showing now as the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups has a huge amount of emotion to give. They're very nurturing, they're very loving, they're very supportive, very emotionally deep. They're good at communicating their emotions. And it's showing with this Two of Cups energy, which is like, again, somebody who's your equal, somebody who's your perfect match. So this person, whether this is your person and they're the other half of your Two of Cups and they're seeing you as the Two of Cups as well, or this is the person you've released who is now able to go and find their Two of Cups. I don't know which way around it is, but this person did feel like the hands were tied. It could be that you couldn't get together while you were both in your own, you know, while you were dealing with a past situation, you couldn't get together. You know, this person couldn't come and tell you how they felt until you moved on from that past relationship. But then it's like they can open up, they can say how they feel because you're free now, right? You're free. So it looks really, really good, really good. But the nice thing about this is it's very balanced. So I was talking about you getting in touch with your dark side, you know, understanding that, you know, nobody's happy. Nobody lives in the sun energy every single day of their entire life. Everybody has the challenges. So you're embracing the shadow energy, which means that this relationship is actually going to be much stronger. For some of you, you could have left a relationship and be returning and fixing the relationship now that you've done that inner work. So there, like I say, there are a few different ways I can read it, but let me read to you this Two of Cups card. No, do you know what? I want to read the Queen of Cups as well. It's so funny because I normally read that as your energy. So that's what I really, really like this little spread that I've developed, because it's very clear that this is your energy and this is energy outside of you. Because normally I would say you're connecting with a Leo probably, but that's not. It's your energy. You could have a Leo placement or just be acting in this, like exploring this new fire energy, right? And I normally say that this is you as the Queen of Cups, but it's not. It's somebody outside of you. So I like that this spread that I've developed makes it very, very clear to me who's who. Yeah, and I love this. Look at this beautiful card here, because this is what you're moving towards, and it's like wish fulfillment. It's like dreams coming true. Chariot, that's your energy. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's so lovely. Brilliant reading, Cancer, and I'm so happy because you've had a few challenging ones recently. Like I think you got told off in one of the last readings. Queen of Cups, my crowned heart. So again, this is somebody outside of you. Can you see what I feel? Can you feel my emotions swirling around me? Don't mistake my sensibility for weakness. In my presence, you have to trust your emotions. I know the secrets of your heart. I am connected to your feelings. I open a window. Oh my goodness. I open a window to your emotional inner world. I have only but love and compassion for you. Yeah. Okay, so this is somebody who loves you. This is your Two of Cups. In return, I don't demand that you care for me. I demand that you care for those around you. As a queen, I have heavy responsibilities. I must watch over all my subjects. But in the same time, I mustn't lose my own self in the process of getting too involved. So I'm learning to control my emotions. This is your mission too. Find the right balance in order that your emotions become your crown, not your burden. There you go. Not seeing your emotions as a burden anymore. Understanding the darker emotions are actually here to serve you, to help you grow and learn. To knowing that when you feel difficult emotions, that it's actually fuel for you to transform a situation into something else. So if you feel afraid, it's a chance for you to explore what's making you feel afraid, and then decide, what am I going to do about this situation? If you feel angry, how can you harness that anger and turn it into something that is productive? Use it as an energy source to drive you forward. So with every like bad emotion, and I don't believe that any emotion is bad. It's all a tool to access something. You know, we're taught that, you know, it's unhealthy to say, you know, to say to kids, oh, you should feel happy every single day of your life. That's unrealistic. So it's more realistic to say, you know, it's brilliant when you do feel happy, but when you feel sad, how can we explore that? How can we turn that sadness into something beautiful? Can we turn that sadness into poetry? Can we turn that sadness into a piece of art? Can we spend time with our friends and bond over those feelings of sadness? So with every bad emotion, there is an opportunity, and I believe that you're exploring that idea and starting to see the potential in it with this angel Delanoë guiding you. I love the angel Delanoë so much. So this specific Two of Cups, you can see that it is a little bit dark. She's kind of got these black eyes, you know, this like wine or something else spilt all over that white dress. It's a bit of a dark Two of Cups, but there's a reason for it, okay? The two of us symbolize the power that is created when when two I become one we. That includes all kinds of partnership, love union, friendship, family tie, or business relationship. Either ways, the relation you're going into shows great balance and is based on mutual respect. It is nurturing, supportive, harmonious, and that's what I was picking up on here, right, with the nurturing energy. Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing. Darkness and light peacefully coexist, and oppositions are always gently overcome. Another thing, we look very much alike. That is because we also represent the love and respect you must first offer yourself in order to truly commit to one another. Love your own soul as much as you may love your soulmate. And this is what you've done because you've done the exploration. You've moved forward, dropped the burdens of the past, done the exploration, worked out what makes you passionate, right? With the Sun and the Ace of Fire. So you know yourself really well now. You know your own emotions, which makes you in the perfect position to be able to enter into this beautiful, loving, supportive, wish fulfillment, nurturing relationship with this other person. And this person may be somebody that you know, that you've got your eye on. You may know who that is, or it may just be an idea, a concept, you manifesting this person into your life, but they do exist. They are an energy outside of you. All right, let's get you a card as a piece of advice. Like you need advice, advice, Cancer. You are literally flying towards your happiness here. You're doing amazing. This is one of the most beautiful readings I think I've ever done, especially for your sign. So and it's such a relief as well after you having a few challenging readings to get a beautiful one like this. Okay, best piece of advice you have for Cancer, please, for this reading. Can I just get one card ideally? Best piece of advice, please, for Cancer. Best piece of advice, thank you, for Cancer. I heard, don't tell me what to do. I don't know if that's something you or somebody else has been saying. Oh my goodness, look. Oh my goodness. There is always enough. They're giving me that song from The Greatest Showman, Never Enough. So maybe you're moving from a period of feeling like you never had enough, like you've always been focused on wealth, on material things. You never, you know, maybe that's what that obsession was. You've never had enough in terms of material wealth, but now this is a different mindset where there's always enough. It's like, oh, that Blue Jeans Babe. I'm so glad that song came through because it's the perfect feeling for what I'm picking up on with your reading. So do watch out for goldfish at the moment, not necessarily goldfish, but golden coloured fish. That may definitely be some sort of sign, some signifier for you. You may see them on the telly, you may see them, I don't know, at the pet store, you may see them in unexpected places, on billboards. So if you do see goldfish, pay attention to what you're thinking about at the time, pay attention to what's going on around you. Are there any more signs and synchronicities that are trying to get your attention? Just pay attention to your thoughts and what's going on if you see goldfish for the following week. There is always enough. The koi fish, who grows big within a small pond, reminds us that within each of us is the potential for prosperity. The law of abundance ensures that the prosperity is our natural state. So regardless of temporary outer conditions, you can call in prosperity and magnetically attract the opportunities and abundance you need. The message of koi fish spirit is to begin to generate wealth within, with deliberate intention, no matter how small your pond may seem, and appreciate abundance whenever you see it. Outer conditions will come to reflect your inner prosperity. And you've got the sun card as your inner prosperity. So you are shining that light inside, Cancer. So begin to become the self who is comfortable with wealth in all forms. Even if at the moment it feels as if riches are not yours, they soon will be. Start to envision the plenty that Spirit wants you to experience, knowing that the moment you begin to commit to conscious and deliberate co-creating, Spirit will joyfully start bringing you what you need. You have so much to offer and so much of value to express to the world. In your little pond there is much you can create and much you can attract. Do not underestimate what you have and who you are, for Koi-fish Spirit wants you to know that you are exquisite, loved and deeply cherished. Trust that the outer conditions are changing to reflect that truth. Okay, I'm going to get a song for your reading. The song that's up on the playlist, because I listened to Blue Jeans Babe and then I had to get it back onto my Light Songs playlist to do the shuffle. The song that's on is The Power of Goodbye. And I didn't mention it because I didn't really particularly feel like it was for your reading. I didn't ask for a song for your reading. I was just getting the Light Songs back up. But it actually suits really, really well with that 6 of Air. So I'm going to add that to your song list. So, but I'm going to randomise a song for you on camera now. So can I get a piece of advice, please, for Cancer? What's the most important thing that the people coming to this Cancer reading today need to know if they resonated with this reading, please? Can I get a song, please? It's not cooperating. Hold on a second. Okay, let's give it one more try. Technical issues, people. Technical issues. I'm Your Man by Enrique Iglesias. You can be a million miles away from me. You can be kissing another man's lips, but I'm your man. I'm your man. Yeah, okay, gorgeous song, Cancer. There you go. You're, someone's your man, you're somebody's man. Fabulous way to end out the reading. Okay, leave me a like if you liked. If anything particularly resonated, please do leave a comment in the comment box down below. I sometimes need the encouragement, and now is one of those times. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, and if you're comfortable doing so, please do share this video with friends if you think it resonated, if you think it's their story. All these things really, really help out the channel, and I appreciate it when you all do this. So yeah, brilliant. But if you want to come in as a stealth watcher, I totally understand that as well. So Cancer, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I definitely have. It's so positive. And I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.